I'm gonna be ordering by bulk delivered because I got a storeroom in the house anyway. So, but I'll canvas it first while they're still sorting out the sand and gravel and the laying out of the whole house. I'll be telling you how much it's gonna be costing me labor-wise per week and per column that I'm gonna make, and how much it's gonna be costing at the end of the project. This is the house of that elderly couple, so it's gonna be the cheapest and the what they are used to, not the cheapest and the worst like the Amaka. No, I'll building them a better one than that, but I will be giving you prices of how much it costs to build a cheap but livable house and strong as well with typhoons, because I don't want to use the Amakan because it's so fire susceptible. I only can admire Amakan as decorative but not as a house, because it's a very fire susceptible, and I would rather build them a concrete house but using the budget materials. I could see the economic build in budget materials like an ordinary Filipino house. I'm here right now in Gemini General Merchandise. I'm actually canvassing on our local hardwares. As you know, I want to build a house of those two couples, in which the house I was demolishing for my road towards the land on the back. So right now I'm canvassing materials to build their house. So here I'm looking for the cocoa wood because for the layout they need some cocoa wood, so this is more cheaper here than the other one, but I will let you have a look on the materials that they have. What you're looking on this side are already bagged sand and gravel, and you will be shocked by the sand. That's just one bag of sand and one bag of gravel cost 50 pesos each. But actually it's a crushed gravel. 50 pesos each, but I'm getting my sand and gravel direct to the diggers on the river that I will be featuring to you as well, and I'm getting it now for 450 pesos per multi-cab. So here you're looking at the cement. These are porcelain cement. Porcelain cement costs 190 per bag now delivered. So the Portland is 225 per bag. So they're carrying the brand Mabuhay and Grand Cement. And then the roofing sheets is what I'm going to show you. The roofing sheets, if it's gauge 26, like this one, the roofing sheets gauge 26, 8 foot length is 180, the 10 foot length is 220, the 12 length is 260. Now the next one is 24, gauge 24, the 8 foot length is 220. That's the corrugated sheets. The 10 foot length is 260, and the 12 foot length for the gauge 24 is 320. Now they have the thicker ones, which is the gauge 22 up here. So I think the gauge 22 will be better. The 8 foot for the gauge 22 is 280. The 10 foot is 350, and the 12 foot is 450. So here the angle bars for the roofing. Like that. These are the, wait, because my camera is getting funny. Or here, the angle bars 1x2 316 285. The 1/4 thickness is 365. The 316 2-inch is 545, and the 1/4 2-inch is 642, and 1.5 316 is 398, 525 for the 1/4. So these are basically the ones I need. The nails is 60, the number 2 is 60 pesos per kilo, and the 3 and 4 number are 50 pesos per kilo. So the rebars is the one I'm here for. That 8 mm rebars, like this, thin like this. 8 mm rebars is now 60 pesos per piece. The 10 mm rebars, this is not their main one, but the 10 mm rebars are now 150 per piece. 12 mm rebars is 207, and the 16 mm rebars is 375 each. So this is the tire wire, is 60 pesos per kilo. So this is the thin angle bar. So these are all the angle bars on the bottom here. So these are the different C-purlins here. So basically, these are the prices that I get: the rebars, the cement, the tower, the roofing sheets, the sand and gravel, the flat bar, the plywood ordinary. Plywood ordinary 1/4 for shaping, for making forms is 375 per sheets. So at least I got, this is the 375 per sheet plywood ordinary for making forms. So this is basically our local hardware here, the Gemini hardware, and then I'm gonna go to the other hardware next. I have these sheets of paper that I'm carrying around so I could compare prices before I order. So these are the sand and gravel, but I'm getting mine differently, but that is what it costs now, 50 pesos per bag. So someone's buying the ones per bag. If you have a small project, but I don't really. This is Gemini General Merchandise. So I'm gonna go to the next one now in list to see who's the best price for my project. I'm here in another hardware in list. This is my what you call suki. I usually buy all my materials when I'm building houses around here, and so I got also their prices for the different, like rebars. It's 8 mm is 82 pesos, 10 mm is 153 pesos, 12 mm is 214 pesos, and 16 mm is 365. And so I can compare prices of other materials that I'm using from other hardwares, because you know, when you have a project, you have to get the best that you can get price wise. So the list is located here in Bakayan, Talamban. That's the road in front, and that's the name of the shop there. Talamban Lisel Housing Supply Corporation. The cement here is 196 for porcelain, and that's delivered. So this is the inside of the shop. I was just allowed to get in because it's very hot outside. So this is the stocks of cement here in Liz Hardware. They got the grand porcelain at 196 pesos per bag, and that's delivered. For those of you who's asking how many kilos in a bag of cement, it's actually 40 kilograms in a bag of cement. So I usually use porcelain. 40 kilograms in a bag of cement. So I usually use porcelain on my building works because I know it's more solid than Portland, but it's just taking so long to dry up. This is a different brand of cement. This is what you called Kapit Balay. So blended cement type P Portland with fly ash. So this is a different one. I need to ask this. How much per bag? So, but this is the Grand Portland, and the red one is the Portland. That's $220 per bag delivered. And the Grand Porcelain is $196 delivered. So they have all the prices here. Like this roofing sheets, 24 gauge here. Number 8 length is $178. The 10 is $198. And the 12 length is $265. So these are the stocks that they have. The gauge 24 sheets, 8 length is there. You can see the corrugated sheets as 22 and 26 and 24. The 22 at 8 foot length at $298, gauge 22. 10 foot length, $360, gauge 22. And 12 foot is $443, gauge 12. Gauge 22, 12. So gauge 22 is quite actually more thicker. The gauge 26, you can see the price difference. Corrugated 26 at 8 foot length here is only $178 compared to $298 for gauge 24. Now if you have the 10 foot length, which is this one, and you see how thin it is. You can see how thin is the gauge 26. At 10 foot is $198 compared to $360 for 10 length of gauge 22. Now gauge 26 at 12 foot length is $265. But gauge 22 at 12 foot length is $445. Now you can see here the rebars. Rebars 8 mm is 82 pesos. 10 mm is 153. 12 mm is 214. And 16 mm, this one, is 365. Now the tire wires here are 65 pesos per kilo. Okay. Then you got all here the conduit pipe, mega super loom, the different gauge 22 by 12, gauge 24 by 12. 24 is 8 foot length is 225, and the 10 foot length is 285. And the 12 foot length is $340 per sheet. So these are all the different materials I'm looking for. They also got colored roof, angle bars 316, 1 inch, like this, 1 inch by 1 inch, is now $265 each, and the 1/4 thickness is $340. A 2 inch by 2 inch angle bar there, $580, and the 1/4 thickness is $810. The 1.5 thickness $316, $365, and the 1/4 is $465. So these are the GI pipes, C-Porlins, GI pipes, C-Porlins, but I don't have the prices for this one first. I will just list it on. I got the flat bar at 316, 1 inch is $135. 1/4 thickness at 1 inch is $240. 1/4 thickness at 2 inches is $435. So this is our local hardware here, and these are their cocoa lumber, cocoa wood. It's 72 pesos for my what I need, a 2x2 by 8 foot length. So that's the cocoa wood, and these are the gravel and sand per bag. What they charge is 60 pesos per bag. That's the sand, and the back is the gravel. So these are local hardware prices. I'm giving you the 60 pesos per bag, and I will go back again to get the prices of the other items. These are the prices of the GI pipes, because some of you are asking about the price of the GI pipes. So 1/2, as you can see there, that's the 1/2 inch diameter. That's 410. 1 1/2. That's schedule 20. All the one that you have here is schedule 20 and schedule 40. The schedule 20 is more thinner than the schedule 40. Schedule 40 mas baga bab, no? The schedule 40 and schedule 20. And so the 1 inch is 792. That's the 1 inch GI pipe, and the 3-port is 570. 570 is the 3-port, and the 2 inch is 1740. Oh, the 2 inch. That's the 2 inch. What's that? Siya bab? 1 port. A 1 1/2. There, 1 1/2 at 1,560. So 1 1/4. So they have schedule 40 and schedule 20. So schedule 40 obviously is more thicker. So that's 1,760 per pipe for the 2 inch.